Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku charts.com daily analysis for the S&P 500 for Thursday, July 18th, 2013. Well, a continuation of the trend to the upside today, and a candle that's made a higher high and a higher low. A large white body candle, and the size of the body is increased substantially on the size of the previous white body. And that suggests that the buyers now may be building some solid momentum to test at least to the 1700 area and even perhaps beyond. The large white body represents the buyers making a substantial amount of net bullish progress on the day between the open and the close. And the momentum that they built up throughout the trading day has enabled them to take out the major high at 1687 in a fairly bullish manner. And that does suggest that the momentum for the buyers may be there for that assault on 1700. Now, we have a small shadow on the top of this candle, and that suggests that the buyers did lose some commitment as they were testing up towards this 1700 area, and we know the 1700 round number level will be an area of very strong resistance, and obviously that exerted its influence today, and that's why we saw some selling coming in. But we did see the buyers take control of this market today. They did lose some control by not closing up at the high. They've closed between the high and the midpoint level, suggesting that it's a moderate amount of control, but the close up above the major high at 1687 does suggest that the market will test at least to the 1700, and we need to watch how the market reacts around there. If we see selling coming in, we could see the market trade off again, and then there is a possibility of the 1687 level perhaps acting as support if we do trade higher. We should also look to this area at the top of this highlighted yellow zone as a potential area of support again. We saw recently that held as support and previous resistance, so there is some good solid support below where this market is trading. But I suggest that the nice increase that we've seen in the size of the body on the previous white body does suggest that the buyers are building some good momentum, and there could be a successful test on this 1700 region. In terms of the Fibonacci extension, we're examining the relationship of the first time frame uptrend to the previous time the market was trending up, and here we've seen the market interacting with the important 23.6% level now, and we've seen some price rejection from beyond there, with the market failing to close up above that level, and it does suggest there is a possibility for a change of trend. So let's be on the lookout for a potential lower high and lower low, but I suggest that the bullishness that we're seeing now in this market may have swung towards the buyers, and it does suggest that there is a possibility of the market testing higher. So the 38.2% area is very important. That's around that 1700 round number level of resistance. In terms of the Fibonacci retracement, we're now in an expansive mode of that. For the previous day's trading, we had rejection from the 100% level. It did suggest there was a possibility of a change of trend. Today we've traded exactly to the 161.8% level, being rejected from there in a minor way. The short-term dynamics aren't favouring a change of trend. There is still a possibility, but with the momentum, as I've already mentioned, with the buyers, it does suggest that the market could trade to higher levels. The next target is the 1705 level at the 261.8% level, and that is just above the 1700 round number level of resistance. In terms of Ichimoku, obviously a bullish market in all three time frames. The market's trading above the cloud, so bullish in the long-term time frame. Also in the medium-term time frame, we're trading above the Kijun-sen, the pink line here, and that now is pointing up, reflecting some solid upside momentum that the buyers have found again, and also above the Tenkan-sen, the green line, and that's also pointing up, and pointing up quite sharply actually, reflecting some good solid momentum to the upside. And all of this suggests that this market may be destined for higher levels. The Chikou span here is above the corresponding price action, so it's confirming what we're seeing in these all of these time frames, and does suggest that an assault on 1700 and even possibly beyond is a good chance of happening. So moving forward for tomorrow, obviously we do need to watch the high for a potential higher high and higher low and test to 1700. Watch the area around 1687 if the market does trade up there and come off, and potential strong support at the top of this highlighted zone around 1675. And then if the market does trade into there, we do have potentially strong support around the Tenkan-sen, which is trading at 1663.